What is going on, guys? Paul Ryan back at it again. I hope everybody's having a good Friday night and having a good start to the weekend. Hey, Cowboys making some moves today, trading cornerback Nashawn Wright, former third round pick, excuse me, not third overall pick. Wow, that'd be crazy. For former second round pick Andrew Booth Jr. of Clemson. This is eerily similar to when the Cowboys traded Kelvin Joseph away for a cornerback from the Miami Dolphins. Forgive me for not remembering his name. I don't believe he actually did too much of anything for the Cowboys during his time here. I'm not even sure he's actually still on the team, but this kind of has that same vibe to it. You know, sometimes a change of scenery can help players out, right? That being said, I don't know where Andrew Booth Jr. fits on this depth chart, but a guy who seems to be climbing up the depth chart week by week, day by day, if you will. I know somebody's making plays every single day. At least that's what I'm hearing from Brian Broaddus and Mickey Spagnola. Fifth round pick Kalen Carson is the favorite to take over the cornerback cornerback 4 role. But based on the sounds of it, I mean, I know Jordan Lewis is the veteran. He's looked good. Hey, you won't hear any Jordan Lewis slander from me. Maybe our guy Brendan Smith, right? But Kalen Carson might even take that cornerback 3 spot by season's end. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting when you hear about guys like Brian Broaddus and Mickey Spagnola talk about this guy. So just acquiring another body, I guess, another camp body. You know, another player who I imagine he was his former second round pick, so he's somewhat talented, got to be pretty talented to be a day 2 guy. Draft capital was not the end all be all, right? But you got to think that this guy showed something on film. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, interesting move by the Cowboys. Nothing, no headlining moves like, I don't know, signing your star receiver, signing your star quarterback, signing your star defensive end. Nothing like that. Cowboys pretty quiet on all the contract fronts. But I did have a thought, and Brian Broaddus kind of, I guess, inspired this, if you will. But we know that Dak Prescott is probably, at this point, it's unlikely that a deal is going to get done with Dak, if a deal does get done at all. But he mentioned that, what if CeeDee Lamb is like waiting to get a deal, or not CeeDee Lamb waiting, but what if CeeDee Lamb might not get a deal or is in a hurry to do a deal because uncertainty at quarterback, right? I mean, you think about the Cowboys, if they just let Dak Prescott walk, well, then what good is a $32 million wide receiver if you don't have a good quarterback? Now, veteran, good quality quarterbacks are a lot easier to come by in the modern NFL, right? But what if the Cowboys decide, hey, we're going to let Dak walk? What if we just, I don't know, blow this thing up? Now, are the Cowboys going to do that? No. But what if they did? What if they said, we're going to let Dak walk, and you know, maybe we'll just let CeeDee Lamb walk too, right? $32 million. Gotta love him. I mean, he's wearing the 88, right? He's somewhat of a legacy player. He could easily go down as one of the best 88s, if not the best 88, when his career is all said and done. But if the Cowboys do decide to blow it up, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be playing a star receiver $32 million when you have nobody to get in the ball. And a thought or a proposition that Gavin Dawson of G-Bag Nation had saying, well, if you decide to blow it up, what if the Cowboys just decided to trade their most valuable player to acquire draft picks, kind of like what the Chiefs did? Can you imagine if the Cowboys put Micah Parsons on the trade block? Like, what teams would offer to get Micah Parsons, a player of Micah Parsons' caliber? 3 first-round picks, 4 first-round picks. I mean, guys would pay a lot. I know, I believe it's the San Francisco 49ers are asking for 2 first-round picks for Brandon Ayuk. And no disrespect to Ayuk, but he's not on the same level as a CeeDee Lamb, right? He's not as valuable as a Dak Prescott or a quarterback, or not close to as valuable as a defensive end like Micah Parsons. So just some theories being floated out there. Will the Cowboys do anything like that? Highly, highly unlikely, but just something to think about, at least interesting conversation to have, right? Maybe it's more of a bar discussion to have with your buddies. Like, what would Cowboys get in a trade for Micah Parsons, or what would you be willing to trade for Micah Parsons? Like, some conversations we've had on the Cross the Cowboys. Mike Crum, CD Piglet, he hates those types of conversations, right? He doesn't even like to think about a world where the Cowboys don't have Michael Parsons or a Dak Prescott, so he doesn't even entertain those kinds of conversations. But they're fun to have. Again, unlikely that the Cowboys would do that. I'd hate to see Michael Parsons in another uniform. I'd hate to see Dak Prescott in another uniform. Although it kind of seems, as the days pass, it seems more and more realistic that that will be the case. And I would surely hate to see CeeDee Lamb in another uniform. But again, just some food for thought, if you will, again, and some fun conversations to have. But hey, guys, that's all I've got for you tonight. Again, I hope everybody's having a good Friday night and a good start to their weekend. I'm Paul Ryan. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.